Welcome back to Celebrity Issues TV. Today we're diving deep into one of the most talked about stories in recent weeks. Why are Andrew and Tristan Tate free to travel to the US? Buckle up because this story is wild. On February the 27th, 2025, the Tate brothers departed Romania and landed in Florida, and the internet went crazy. The mainstream media was shocked after spending 2.5 years trying to bring them down. But on X, their supporters celebrated their return, calling it a major victory. People even tracked their flights on Flight Trader 24, making it one of the most watched flights of the day. So why are the Tate brothers finally free? Their case was dismissed. On December 19, a Romanian judge ruled that there was a lack of evidence. This led Romanian authorities to lift the travel ban and officially end the prosecution against them. Remember when Tristan Tate posted this video on X saying he was going to miss his house? Many people suspected that freedom was coming soon. Did the Trump administration secretly help them? We all know the Tates are close to Trump's son and have a strong network of influence. During the election campaign, the brothers encouraged their followers to vote for Trump. Could this have played a role in their sudden freedom?
Everything is based on faith. Trump is restoring faith to America, something it had lost. And most people do not understand how important this intangible element of life, simple faith, is going to be when it comes to your ability to apply force, your ability to grow, to build, to implement certain policy. All of it is faith-based. And the world believes in Trump. Not only America, the world does. Nobody wants to be on his bad side. They believe in his threats. They believe in his promises. They believe in him. And for this reason, America is guaranteed to be great again.
It looks like the Matrix is losing and the brothers are winning. They can travel freely again.
Imagine not liking us.
Oh, that's a bad day for you, isn't it?
Woo-wee. All we do is win in the end.
All we do is win.
Name a time the Tates have ever lost.
No fucking.
4 criminal cases in a corrupt Romanian system. British cases on top. Name a time we've ever lost. Everyone thought, oh, they're done.
And now we're back.
Oh, we're back.
Yeah, we're back. We're back, Bailey. We're back.
We're fucking back.
We're back.
We're so fucking back.
We are so back.
We are so fucking back.
They've got most of their cars back, money and jewellery, and their bank accounts are unblocked. Candace Owens, who's been vocal in her support for the Tate brothers and even read the court files, had this to say about their case.
And by the way, if we're going to speak about getting rid of pornography, the very last people we should be worrying about is Andrew and Tristan Tate. Okay, let's talk about Pornhub. Like, really, guys, if we're going to go for it, let's talk about Pornhub. And so I just had the nuance and I read the case and everyone condemned me. How could you defend them? I'm just reading the facts and they're not going to be convicted. Well, guess what? That happened. Okay. The case ended up being thrown out in Romania. They said there's no evidence here. It's exactly what I was saying. There's not enough evidence here to bring charges against them. And the prosecutors essentially were going to have to rebuild an entire case to try to charge them, at which case it looks like the Trump administration intervened because they are American citizens and they were just brought back to America. They are now on American soil. They landed this morning. And for some reason, people are angry about that because they don't like who Andrew and Tristan Tate are. They do not like their online personas. They don't like the way that they speak to women. And so they're happy to have these men be wrongfully convicted for something that they didn't do. I cannot understand this logic. I cannot understand why you think you need to like someone or agree with their lifestyles in order to say that no person should spend a single second in prison for something that they didn't do. Like, that is the moral stance to have, that due process is right, and that if they are an American citizen, of course, they belong back on American soil.
Her take, this was never about justice. It was about taking down 2 men who refused to play by the rules. Are the Tate brothers human traffickers or business geniuses? Here's the $1 million question. Are they really guilty of human trafficking, or are they simply misunderstood entrepreneurs teaching young men how to hustle and escape the matrix? Let's hear directly from the source, their first interview after touching down in America.
That go around about us on the internet. We've yet to be convicted of any crime in our lives ever. We have no criminal record anywhere on the planet ever. Our case was dismissed on the 19th of December in Romania under the Biden administration. And our prosecutor recently decided, because we have no active indictment in court, to let us go and return. This is a democratic society. It's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, as my brother and I are. And I think it's extremely important that we stop allowing media spin, wrap-up smears, lies, or carefully constructed narratives from George Soros-funded operations trying to destroy the reputations of good people who have no intention to do anything other than follow the law.
Whilst the Tate brothers were flying to Florida, Governor Ron DeSantis made headlines by saying they weren't welcome in the state. But here's the twist. He didn't realise they're US citizens.
We have no involvement in that. I read about it through the media. Clearly, the federal government has jurisdiction, whether they want to rebuff his entry into the United States, and I have confidence that whether it's Pam Bondi or Kristi Noem, that they will be looking at that. I do know our Attorney General, James Uthmeyer, is looking at what state hooks and jurisdiction we may have to be able to deal with this. But the reality is no, Florida is not a place where you're welcome with that type of conduct in the air. And I don't know how it came to this. We were not involved. We were not notified. I found out through the media that this was something that was happening.
Oops. Meanwhile, Candace Owens, as always, was on fire with her response.
So to be very clear, that is deranged. That is not a conservative perspective. That should not be a liberal perspective. They were not convicted of anything. They were convicted of nothing. And what he is saying is that based on their conduct, even the person asking the question says they were accused. They weren't convicted. That's the point. Being accused of a crime means absolutely nothing. Okay, as we have learned, you can be accused of anything today. You can be accused of being a sexual abuser or a sexual harasser if you're Justin Baldoni. The question is, were they convicted? If the answer is no, I don't really care about how Ron DeSantis feels about an American citizen coming home. That disqualifies him for ever running for president of the United States ever again. Okay, if you cannot set aside your emotions, we do not need you in leadership positions. If you are not able to look at things objectively, whether you are looking at someone, you go, oh, I don't agree with their politics. It's Matt Lauer. People that cheered that on because he was Matt Lauer and he was on the left. You're a loser. Okay? You're a loser that you can't set aside your politics, that you can't set aside your emotions, and you can't set aside your beliefs, by the way, to realize that the Constitution does not exist because of how you feel.
What's next for the Tate brothers? Are they going on a US tour in their Bugatti? Will Ye interview Andrew Tate? That would break the internet. And the biggest question, will they meet Trump whilst in Florida? The Tate brothers have been through hell for over 2.5 years, but they have never been convicted of a crime. Now, with the US getting involved, could Dicot drop the entire case? Only time will tell. What do you think about the Tate brothers' return? Was justice served, or is there more to this story? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update from Celebrity Issues TV. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.